30 hours from now, I'm gonna be in Singapore for something pretty exciting. I've got 3 flights starting here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This is definitely something different, but welcome to Travel with Tim. A few hours later, and we are on the ground in beautiful Singapore and on our way to the hotel where I'll be able to sleep in a proper bed for the first time in nearly 2 days. Alright guys, I have arrived in the hotel after about 30 hours of travel. That includes about 22 hours of flights and 8 hours of layovers. I'm pretty tired, but I need to do my job. I'm going to show you guys the room and give you a bit of information about what I'm actually doing here in Singapore. Alright, so let's do a little bit of a tour here. Now keep in mind, I'm not a travel vlogger, so bear with me here guys. Nothing crazy, but I'm staying at the JW Marriott Singapore South Beach, if any of you know what that actually is. Just, it's a hotel room, but they've got all the amenities and everything. And there you go, that's where I'm gonna be staying for the next 4 days while I tour around Singapore. I'm gonna try to make this as fun and exciting as possible and kind of share with you guys what I'm doing in Singapore here during my first time. Alright guys, I'm out here in the hotel. Just gonna look for some food. It is very freaking hot. Now I'm gonna roll some clips of me in Singapore while I share with you why I'm actually here. So I teamed up with a company called OPPO, which is a massive smartphone brand and tech company in Asia. They actually flew me here, paid for my trip, etc. to cover 2 events. The first event is the Inspiration Challenge and then the launch of their new flip and fold phones. Now I actually live streamed the Inspiration Challenge, which you can watch on my channel, where OPPO brought the top 15 teams from their global competition to compete to win grant money and collaboration opportunities with OPPO. Think of this as kind of a hackathon, but for startup companies that have a bit more traction. Now as an example, you can actually see a cool demo that I did with one of the companies that was competing. Now it's a bit difficult to understand what's happening here, but this is a new technology called YR that allows data to be transmitted with very low energy and even through the human body. When I touch the phone here, I can actually hear the music in my ear. It's pretty cool. So after spending a day in Singapore, it was time to live stream the OPPO Inspiration Challenge. Now as I mentioned, this was essentially the final demo event for the top 15 teams of a total of over 600 applicants. Now I got there early and I checked out the demo area where all of the teams had their products set up. All these teams were making something that was designed to help the planet or to help people and to ultimately align with OPPO's technology for mankind, kindness for the world, and inspiration ahead vision. Now one of the coolest projects I looked at was called Orbit, which was designed as a next-gen 3D sensor tracking system that could be used more reliably and affordably than current technology, mostly in dental, medical, etc. Now another notable one was Woola. Now this used what would normally be disposed of sheep wool to create a sustainable packaging solution that could replace bubble wrap. There was also a really cool project that used AI to create a better haptic experience that allowed you to have a more immersive gaming and video viewing experience. I tried that one out myself and it was really, really cool. Overall, a really cool and inspiring event, and if you want to check out all of the projects, you can view the live stream on my channel where I actually showed you that entire event where the teams went through all of their presentations. Alright guys, I'm here at the new phone launch for OPPO. It's very, very dark and very, very loud in the main area, so I've just gone over here. I'm going to show you guys the new phone and all the stuff at the event. Stay tuned. Now, the next day, it was time for OPPO's launch event of their new Find N3 series. There were two phones that they were launching, their new Flip and their new Fold phone. Now, the presentation was about 2 hours long, and they shared all kinds of impressive specs and details about the design and the performance of these phones. Up until now, I'd never even thought about using a foldable or flippable phone, but honestly, after the presentation, I was pretty much sold. Too bad, they were also sold out of phones. Overall, I was really impressed by the design of the phones and the fact that there was virtually no seam or kind of crease in them when you fold it over, and even with the massive screens, they were quite light and thin. Now, Kaka, the famous soccer player, had a similar opinion.
Hey guys, I'm here with the new OPPO Find N3. This thing is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Look at like how it folds here. It's got 3 screens, these kind of insane cameras. This has been such a cool phone to have a look at, and even the fact I can hold it like this, mess around with it, like really, really unique. If I could put it in my pocket, super, super thin. Actually really impressive. Like, you make it this thin. I'm sure if you guys can see, like, it's almost the same thickness as a normal phone, and it folds out here and you have this huge, huge display. And then if you don't want that, you just have the normal display like this that fits in my hand really, really nicely. I don't have very big hands, but it fits really nice. So guys, I'm here with the flip version of the phone. You can see it just flips down and you can hold it like this. Again, pretty thin. I can put it in my pocket, very small. It has this cool vertical display. Got it upside down here. You can take photos on it. It's got all these avatars. And then if I want, I just flip it up into the normal phone like this. I like this one as well. It's a bit more practical if you have smaller pockets, especially like back pocket. It fits in really easily. Yeah, cool phone overall.
So overall, that's pretty much it. I want to give a massive thank you to OPPO for making this such a great experience, for bringing me to Singapore, introducing me to so many people, and allowing me to attend this event. Not something that I've normally done before, but it was a really cool experience and something I definitely look forward to doing again. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you check out OPPO and their new phones from the link in the description. If you want to check out that inspiration challenge, you can do that as well from the link below. And I look forward to seeing you guys in another video.